y'all. Hey, Happy New Year. Happy
Happy
Black
New
History
Year.
Month. We're
Happy Black History Month. Happy Love Month.
right, all of that, all of that. So we are back. This is, I never thought about like splitting this up into seasons, but I guess this would be considered as season two, maybe. I don't know.
It is season 2, technically speaking. We'd have been off enough time. It's
Yeah,
season 2.
okay. So welcome to season two. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I'm not gonna lie, like we don't really have a specific topic. So I figured we would just freestyle it, do a little update, and once we get into something, I guess, we can flow with that. So who wants to update first?
Me, I'm a start. It ain't really no update, but it is a topic. And it's a little controversial. Let me back up. We went to brunch this morning, so I'm a little bit off center. Anywho,
This is going
okay,
to be good.
so
Yeah.
on Saturday, which was yesterday, my husband and I went to a place to get our TSA pre-check certification or whatever.
Mm.
And it was a place like in podunk ass Tennessee. But when we were sitting in there, I saw a flag and it said, "Dude, breathe." And at first I was like, what is this referencing? Like, what is this talking about? And then I saw a Trump 2020 hat. I saw a Trump 2024 t-shirt.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, you talking about my guy who died and said, I can't
Okay.
breathe.
That is fucked up.
So messed up on so many
'Cause in my mind,
levels.
I was still trying to figure that out until you just said that's fucked up. Yeah, and
Girl,
I'm saying the F
it was
word.
referencing, for those who don't know, it was referencing the death of George Floyd. And his last words were, I
I
can't
can't.
breathe. And
Mm-hmm.
they selling flags that say, dude, breathe.
Wow.
As
In the
if this
fucking
man
government
had a
facility. I
choice
would
to
have walked
do
out and knocked
so.
that shit over. Let me tell
Wow.
y'all something. They are Tennessee in particular. And I liked living in Tennessee, don't get me wrong.
It ain't just Tennessee.
It
It's
isn't just
everywhere.
Tennessee, but like shit like that, and it depends on the area, honestly, that you are in. You don't see that so much in the north, but in the south, and I see it way more. I don't know for whatever reason, and I don't want to be biased necessarily, but I see it way more in Tennessee sometimes, in a lot more areas than Tennessee. And you said it, you were in some rural area in Tennessee. You didn't say rural, but you were in some rural area
Podunk
in
ass.
Tennessee, some
Podunk ass, 'cause that's what that is.
county in
Podunk.
Tennessee, where they did that, and that didn't even make any damn sense. You should not. I understand that we are not censored necessarily in America, and we can say whatever we want, but at the same time, are you serious?
That's a
Like,
public
how
place like that.
insensitive could you be,
Yeah.
as if to say, like, that man died because he chose not to
Not to
Not to
breathe?
breathe.
breathe. Yeah.
First of all,
Like,
you can't even
what?
physically do it, but not even that. It's so insensitive. So it really just lets you know and understand where we are as a country.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
But you know what's interesting to me, and this is why I wanted to bring it up, is because I personally think that most people are good people, right? Like, that's just who I am. I think that most people have really some good in their heart, but I think it's the ignorance in their mind that makes them like this. Like, why would you think that that would be okay, especially in a place where many different kinds of people have to come to
Mm-hmm.
conduct business?
Not even that. You don't know where their family members are. Let's just cut all that shit out. You don't know where their family members are. Somebody lost a family member. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? In a very unfortunate situation. You don't have enough compassion to at least consider that.
Enough empathy.
He
enough
wasn't
like
convicted
heart.
for anything. He
I was just
wasn't.
oof.
There was nothing that even
That was the only one
incited
y'all
that.
could go to the
So,
year.
so
It was the
you
one
give
in our area.
two fucks why? You know what I mean? So it's very insensitive. It's very the reason why when people are like, can we all just get along? Why are we even? It's because of shit like that.
But you know
Hmm.
what's crazy is all of the people in there who worked there, they were white and they were all so sweet. But that's what I'm saying. It's not people's hearts, it's their minds. Like, what is it in your mind that disconnects you from humanity that
That's
makes
how
you think
they
that
are
it's
raised
okay
because
to
that's how
print
they are
something like
raised.
that? Huh?
They're raised that way.
It was just awful. That man could have been my cousin, and they had no idea, what type of
Yeah,
negativity they're
yeah,
spewing by printing something like that.
yeah.
So, I mean, my question to y'all is, have you ever seen something where, black people were very insensitive in that manner, where we were selling T-shirts based on, or flags or something based on the unfortunate loss of another person?
I'm not trying to be funny, but we have suffered so much oppression that anything that is like that, and I haven't really seen
I
anything like that.
haven't.
Not trying to be funny, but if you experience any malice, it's almost a retaliation of the things that we experience as something that's been done to us. Like we have just been fed up so much that it's like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't care what happens to you at this point because it has just been so bad, or some of the things that have happened to us have been so bad that the reaction is, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
But
even in
who
our
want to
I
make
don't give a
T-shirts
fuck,
about
even
it?
in our don't,
Who wanna
even in
make
our I
T-shirts
don't give a
about
fuck,
it?
we aren't posting shit in our public, in our businesses that are that hateful.
But you wanna know what I find interesting is this is America. And so in America, you could post some old you could in your business, you can play some old ignorant ass shit if that's what you wanna do.
Because there's an amendment out there that protects
Mhm.
you and allows you to say whatever you want.
Mhm.
But wasn't this a government facility?
They are contracted by the TSA people, so I can't
So they're
necessarily
contracted.
say
Oh,
United States government,
okay.
um, to,
But even
do the
still, at this
background
point,
checks and
they'll give a
stuff.
fuck about us either.
But at the end of the day,
But they didn't
we
even
looking at the
say
news, this is where they're inciting.
they
Hmm.
weren't mean though. They were very
No,
nice people.
But they
I
just
just
have
think
really nasty
very
stuff
ignorant.
around.
very nice people with some very
Ignorant.
nasty ass undertones. Apparently, they're
Ignorant.
Hmm.
ignorant to
Just
certain
ignorant.
things. They some people don't truly understand the impact, or maybe they do and just don't care. I'm really not sure at this point. But you're right, Dia. But how our upbringing doesn't even allow us to believe that people are at their core malice in their intent.
I just think that that's just for real ignorance.
Hmm.
Like, I don't think that they wanted to be, and I tested it because I wanted to be like, back in civil rights, back in the Jim Crow era, like they was like, no, I can't sell you nothing. I can't do no business with you because you black. So I went up there on purpose to be like, hey, do you have these kind of bullets? My husband has been looking for these certain bullets. And they were like, oh yeah, they're in our warehouse right now. So I'm like, it's
You
not
were in a
that
gun
kind of hatred.
store?
Huh?
You said bullets?
Girl, it was in the gun store. The pre-check background check place was in a gun store.
Y'all wild into the sea. I don't care.
Sorry, I
Y'all
didn't mean to
wild.
interrupt your story. It was
Y'all
like,
No,
wait a
wild.
I
minute,
forgot I
what?
didn't make that clear. It was so country to me. It was
Wow.
just so country.
Where it's like
But
the
they were so
TSA
nice.
place,
Like,
the post
oh
office, a
yeah.
grocery store, and a gun store all in one.
You can get it where you live it right here.
It
Right.
Like, welcome to America. But then I also think, I'm gonna put it out there. I did not vote for Donald Trump, but I think that there are enough places in America similar to what I went to yesterday that really, lack the education. I ain't trying to say people stupid, but
But
It's
that's what
not
you're
the
trying to
smartest thing that they're
say.
they
doing.
lack that, like, there's some type of attraction to ignorance to me, because and I say that because I go back to that flag. Like, why would you be so insensitive to say, dude, breathe? When, like, we
Right.
all know, if given the choice to breathe, we all would do so.
Right.
So,
Your
like,
body can't not do it. Like, let's really be talking from a
from
scientific
a
level.
scientific standpoint, if your body is dying, your body's going to do everything that it can to breathe. And from George Floyd's standpoint, like he said, like, I can't breathe, and he meant that shit. He used his last breaths to express that, not
Hmm.
because he was trying to be some type of ignorant black man, trying to get away from going to jail. Like, no, like, he was trying to save his own life by using these words. But they use this "dude breathe" slogan as a way to, like, justify what happened to that man. I just was taken aback. I still am, and I'm still just like, so, I don't know, ignorantly surprised that I have to exist in a world with people who fail to have compassion or empathy for other
Yeah,
people who are going through stuff.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because it feels almost inhumane. It's like, how could you be
Yeah.
so insensitive?
Welcome to Black History Month.
Right. Ain't that some shit? Can we have another conversation? That was just so dark.
It was crazy. It was dark, but
But
that's
I
that's
see
why.
Yeah.
why it affected you
But
and you
we
wanted to
Yeah,
talk
should
about it.
have
I
those
see
kind of
why.
conversations
we
because
got to.
we need to know, and that's not something that you need to be hiding, especially from kids who are growing up. They need to understand it. This is what we deal with. This is what we have to deal with. And it has not changed in how many years? We
And
still
it's
going
not that I
through it.
don't like white people. Let me be 110%,
Yeah,
like,
no.
honest. Like, it's not that I don't like white people. That's not the case. As a matter of fact, yesterday evening we went to a really nice costume party where we were the only black family in the building, but we had a gazette. But we were the only black family. Like, I even take my kids because we live in a world of not just black people. Like, we live in
Hmm.
a world of all types of people. And so, we go to this party, me, my husband, the kids, and we had a ball. We had a ball. So it's not that I don't like white people. Let me say that out loud. It's just
Hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I still have to live in a reality that shows me that there are a lot of white people who really are not trying to have empathy, sympathy, connection, some type
That's
of,
right.
intelligence towards the plight of black people or the plight of people who are not white. And I
Hmm.
say that
Right.
too because of this whole shipping people back to their country shit that's happening
Right.
right now.
Yeah.
And it's like crazy to me that there are so many people saying send them back when it's like, y'all wasn't from here, no way.
They weren't from
Hmm.
here either.
Hmm.
People are
Right.
making
And a
these
lot of these people
decisions
you
are
trying to
weren't
ship
from
back were
here.
born here. Hello.
So sorry to be dropping this hard knowledge, y'all, but we are living in a time that it can be very dangerous to
Yep.
people of color,
Yeah.
not immigrants. Because to be 110% honest, 98% of us walking the United States are immigrants, and then these other,
That's
the
true.
Native Americans are the ones who really should be like, all
Y'all,
y'all can
y'all
go.
need to
Let me
go.
be real.
Yeah. Yes. Let's stay with the truth,
Let me
Can
be
kids.
equalize.
real. All
Right.
y'all can go.
Right.
Right.
'Cause
And I want to touch back to what you said, dear, because I have, relationships with, we have relationships with everybody, all
yeah.
facets,
Hmm.
of this earth. And some people don't understand. Some people really surprise me. with
Yes.
this election
Yeah.
and some of the things that they said, and it's really like, wait a
Did
minute,
you
what?
really feel that way? Like, why am I just not finding this out? Cause yeah,
And
yeah.
then there were some people who didn't surprise me at all and who really stood in, their goodness. So and I say their goodness because they were really like, no, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I know and understand a lot of these things are taught. A lot of these things people just really do not understand because it has never happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It has never been a part of their story or their life.
Mm-hmm.
So they really, really, for real, just don't get it. Not that I say that I don't have empathy, because at the end of the day, I really kind of don't.
But I feel
Because,
sorry for them. I feel sorry for people who choose to be ignorant. I do. I feel sorry. Like, why would you choose to like not really get a greater understanding of the world that we live in?
Right.
It's
So
something
you're
wrong with
missing
you.
out. Like
Yeah.
there's
you're
different
missing out,
cultures
but
and
it's like
appreciation of stuff. Yeah.
if you claim to love someone, and if you claim to love someone and really embrace them as your family or really your friends, then it's really just as easy as putting yourself in their
In their
shoes.
Mm-hmm.
shoes.
What
Right.
Yeah.
happened? What would happen, or how would you feel if that shit was happening to you or
Mm-hmm.
your family member?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What then?
Mm. We can move on
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's move on now because I can spend
to
all day
something
on
a
this.
little lighter.
Right. Well, I mean, no, it is a necessary conversation. I agree. Um, I don't know. I need a drink because I guess I just wasn't ready for it right now. But we should be talking about it. So I'm not,
We gotta talk about it.
yeah,
We
it's a
do.
must. But I mean, what else can we talk about? I asked you to do an update, not.
Oh, okay. So this is what's going on. I finished my master's degree in education. Woo woo. And this week I'm about to start my doctorate in education. But you want to know what's crazy? I'm sick and tired of education.
No, it's not. Like,
Like, oh
wow.
my God. But I think that God has put me in this position so that I can be a change agent for education, because what's
That's
going
so
on
good.
right now, it's like it's not working. It's working for some people. So I don't want people to get like confused. There are a lot of things that we do in education that works for a lot of students, a lot of parents, a lot of teachers. But there are also a lot of things that just don't work for us. And
Mm-hmm.
so maybe that's why God has put me in this position so that I
I
can be
believe
a
that.
change agent,
Hmm.
to really support some innovation in education. Because sometimes I think if it was left to people in charge, we would still be rolling TVs in the classrooms. And
Yeah.
y'all remember that when you used to have to get the TV cart and roll it over
Yes,
With the
yes.
VCR stuff on it.
with the
Yeah.
VCR,
Yeah.
or the
Mhm.
me and Shameen old enough to remember when we used to have the reel to
Yes.
reel in the classroom. You ain't never
Yeah,
had no reel to reel,
yes.
Trees. We used to have a reel to reel in the class. They used to roll that reel to reel in, and we would watch some videos on the reel to reel.
Nope, nope.
So, like, I
Yeah,
think
I
that
always
we are
had a
just
VCR. You know what's funny about that though? So y'all know I'm
what?
training Sid. She is working at the office, right?
Mm.
So this client calls, she answers the phone, and she's like struggling trying to figure out how to get the phone so she can write something down at the same time. I said, girl, just put the phone on your shoulder, like. But then I
Have it up
remember
there.
Right.
she has been in her lifetime, all we've had is cell phones and Bluetooths. She don't know,
Hmm.
like, how to coordinate with the phone. And I said, you know what? I'm sorry. Cause I was like, why don't you just put the phone on your shoulder, girl? What the hell?
Y'all dead wrong. Let me tell y'all something. Stop playing and get the girl a headset. What is the problem? Get her a
Uh,
headset.
talk to your mom about that. Actually, we tried it once,
I
but for
did.
whatever reason, it didn't work. So we got to do some other stuff. But anyway, I just thought that it was funny because we were talking about technology.
Because y'all haven't stepped into the new millennium. Get the girl a
She
headset.
hasn't. Look, I only do so. I just work there. Okay, I don't run nothing. But keep going, dear. Sorry.
So that's what's up with school. Let's see. Eliana, she good. My oldest. It was such a blessing to like kick it with her at the beginning of the year. That was fun. and to get to see her little boo thing.
I
Sarah,
know I should have came.
she
Yeah, I
finna
missed it.
graduate,
I
y'all.
had food poisoning.
Yeah, so she
That's
finna come through.
awful.
It was.
So
I was
Sarah
dying.
good. Mashaya, she is really finding herself in her freshman year of high school. This crazy stuff be going by so fast.
Hmm.
And then, little dude, he's straight. What else can I think? Oh, Damari's dad, he's doing a better job of trying to reach out and really communicate.
That's good.
We have had a couple of positive co-parenting moments where he, really expressed a want to be more present. We'll see how that goes. And then, I mean, that's it. Like, it's regular as usual.
Hmm.
Oh, no. Okay, so y'all's turn. I'm going to chime in when y'all give y'all's updates because I'm sure Shameen and Jerisa are going to say something that pertains to me in some way.
Okay. You up next, Shamimi. What's your update?
Okay. So I'm still struggling with my quest to maintain balance between work and life. I think I'm hoping to conquer that this year in 2025. I've had some great successes at work, which that makes me excited. And then I'm still on the cutting edge of a few things, which that excites me too, as far as work is concerned. At home, home is home. I am hoping to accomplish a few more things, get the grown kid that's still here out into the world more because that's where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
the and the girls are doing actually the girls are doing really good. Everybody is doing, okay. I just want everybody growth is the word for 2025. And so I want
Mm-hmm.
everybody, me, my husband, kids, everybody on a growth pattern this year. So um uh, that's where we are right now, I think. Me, I am tired. Can you see my face? Look,
Girl.
I'm tired. So I think that's a another real reason why I really need to grasp that balance. I'm really struggling, like to the point where I'm at work now, like. And I was talking to my nutritionist, and she was like, that right there is because you are not balanced. And it's funny because my sermon, even today, was like, listen, you have to create space first.
hmm.
Space. Space to figure out how you are going to balance and manage your time. So it's like a planning session. And he was like, and then you have to understand that you are on divine time, not your time,
Mm-hmm.
but divine time, and be able to receive that. So stop fretting, first of all, and worrying about the challenges of how you're going to divvy everything up and make sure that you're doing everything, and stop giving away all of your time to work and to things that are not part of your divine timing. Not saying that work isn't part of my divine time. I'm successful in my career and I'm growing in that, and that I am proud of. But there are other things in the scope of my career that I need to be doing, and I need
Like
to get
what?
onto that.
Like what?
Huh?
What
Like
you need to
what?
be
Well,
doing?
no, not just in what I do, like in my professional title, but other things like in our family businesses that I know and I understand that I need to be, that I need to have my attention in. So I need to break that up. But most importantly, I need to make sure that I am focused on my family. I have spent most of my life single, being able to fly by the seat of my pants, and I don't have to work on or do anything in my life on a schedule. I can just do what I want. And that's very single of me. But
But
I'm not.
how long? Wait.
What?
How long you been married?
I've only been married. I'm getting ready to be married. It's going on 5 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And you how explain to me how it's manifested in your life or your family life that you haven't been present. Like tell me more.
Because I tend to bury
Look, wait, hold
myself.
on, we gonna pause. Think about your message. Think about what you about to say, because I'm about to give you time to think about it. Because on the outside looking in, and I say that because I am definitely on the outside. Like you work from home. You make yourself available all the time for those people who need you. Um you your money you walk with your money, you know what I'm saying, so your money go wherever your heart is. So you tell me what more you need to do for your family, because you provide the foundation for your family to have a place to live. You do excel in your job like you do, and I don't want you to feel bad in any way for who you are as a businesswoman, because I feel like they do that to women all the time, and that's not fair. They don't do that to men like they do to women. Make your money and take care of your family financially and still be there, be present, which is what you do, because I can't remember a time when you weren't. So you okay, I gave you time to think about your answer
Hey,
because
come
I'm
on,
like,
dear. Come on, dear.
no. You don't
Yes.
travel for work. You don't go to no office and disappear. Like you right there for everybody who up there who need down there wherever you are who needs you. So
I'm
you
down
tell
here.
me what you need to do.
Well, wait.
Okay. While I am here, you're right. I'm present, but at the same time, instead of working, for example, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., I probably should take a little bit of more time to focus on the things that happen within my household and be actually present. I
For
do. I
example, I need an
multitask.
example.
Okay. An example is if I'm sitting here and having a conversation or it is a family time, then I don't have my work phone in my hand or my other cell phone, or I am doing five different things at a time. I am a very heavy multitasker. And sometimes that isn't ideal. I need to be present in that moment. That's one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
Or there are some things outside of my regular job that I can be doing that do take precedence or should be prioritized over my, well, or at the same time. Let me just put it like this.
Let me just give you this. 'Cause let me flip it for you. Okay.
I'm just sit here be
So,
quiet.
there are many people who work with their hands, who are in the field regularly fixing things for other people or creating things for other people. My question is, in instances like that, are those requirements of being present still apply to those other people when their family members need them? Because that's not I feel like that's not like a fair analysis of you and your level of being present, because for sure, Shamin, when anybody ever needs you, you have always been there, always. So like for you to feel the burden of I need to do XYZ for my family, that which I have not been doing, is bullshit to me, because you've always been there. You are the foundation of that your village there. So like what more are you trying to do?
I think that you're right. I build foundation. I think that it is a question
No,
of
no, no.
time.
Is there
You
water in
are
your
the
cup?
foundation.
She said about you.
Hey, real quick, real quick. because I think that this is a good conversation to have because it's not just Shameen that does this. This is like
No.
women who
Yes.
are career driven, but they also have a family, but they feel like they're not doing enough at home because they are, successful in their
But they
job.
don't do men like
But
that. They don't do men like that.
No, they don't.
in reality, and this is from both of us being on the outside looking in, and also being on the inside in some instances too. You do enough. I think it's just a matter of finding your own balance to make sure you feel balanced. It doesn't have to do with necessarily family, work, or anything like that. But if you aren't
What's your
creating that
balance?
time to make yourself feel comfortable, to make yourself feel rested, rejuvenated, and all of that, that is where your balance is coming in. It don't have nothing to do with work. It don't have nothing to do with being more present for your family because, like Dia said, you handling the shit. You are those things are handled. What's not handled is you resting, rejuvenating. So when you get up in the morning, you like, I'm good, I got this. Because you do. Don't beat yourself up because you're successful at work. Because you are
Yeah.
successful at home too. You really are.
I just feel like I could be better balanced, and I know that I'm
Bro,
I
not.
just
we
told
all
you.
can. We
We all
all
feel
can.
like, right. We all feel like that. And like, okay, so talking to my neurologist. I went to the neurologist like about a month and a half ago. And he was like, you're not getting enough sleep. Like, you are not. 6 hours of sleep on average is not getting rest. You need to make it a point to have a nighttime ritual. You need to make it a point to disconnect. You need to make it a point to say, hey, this is my time to rest. So I said, okay, I'm trying. Since then, I turn the TV off. I pray before I go to bed. I do like this whole thing now. And when I tell y'all I've been getting the best sleep just by making it a point to say, hey, I'm disconnecting. I'm taking this time to myself. I'm taking this time to say, hey, rest your brain, rest your arms, rest your feet, rest your body. That's what and because I'm pulling in 35 million different directions all the time, all day, every day. And I always feel like I'm not a good wife because I be tired. Or, I feel like I'm not a good mom because I'd be like, look, I'm tired, y'all. But really, you have to make that time to balance yourself so you can see clearly that you are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing.
I don't know. It just be making me mad because we put so much undue stress on
We
ourselves
do.
when we really be like blowing it out the park. Like we really doing the dang thing.
Hmm.
Like, what more do people want from us? And I'm with you, Jerice and Shameen. Like, our job is to really find the balance in ourselves and to find the happiness in ourselves. And everybody else gonna follow suit.
Right.
Because like it ain't no way, Shameen, you could tell me that you, with as big of a heart as you have, are not really there for the people who you love the most. Bullshit.
Hmm. Because when you
I didn't
don't
say I
answer,
was
they call you 20 times in a row.
there.
Which
And they
says
ask
you
you for
be there, you
everything. Can I have? Can
answer.
you do? Can I have? Can you do? And
Right.
yes, you give, and yes, you do.
Hmm.
So, like, what more are people looking for you? Looking from
Right.
you.
So when you take
That
that
made me
extra
mad.
time,
That
you
made
take
me
it for
mad because I know you a
yourself.
good woman, Shamin. You a good woman.
You are.
I didn't say that I wasn't. No, seriously though, I do recognize those things in myself. I'm a great woman
Hell yeah.
on so many different levels. I just always think that I can do better. Um, Especially with my distribution of time. I know that in a course of a 12-hour day, I can get very tunnel vision as far as work is concerned. I love to work. I also love my family, and I love my family first. My immediates, even the outsides. If you ever call me and needed something, I am there. Um, but I love to work too. I'm very ambitious as far as that's concerned. My work is very important to me. It always has been.
I was just about to say it always has been.
Mhm.
But
Mm-hmm.
your work has also provided a very strong foundation for the people who love you most. And if they are pulling you away from that, then they are also going to lack. There are going to be some things that lack. Like you don't
Mhm.
work for nothing.
That's true too.
So
I
yeah.
don't know. You got to find your balance. You just got
I
to
was
figure
about to
it out.
say
I'm
the
like,
point of my
I'm
conversation
gonna be
is
your
to have
cheerleader
to.
110%. Like, what you doing always right. Cause what you do is right. Cause I love you. And you know what I'm saying? You gonna do what's right. We
Say it
was raised
again,
by the
Leah.
same two
You
people.
create a
Yes, we
strong
were.
foundation.
Yeah, like you like, and I need to change. It's like, no, you don't.
Mm-mm.
We all growing out here, you know what I'm saying? And we all trying to do the best that we can. And if somebody is telling you that you need to change without acknowledging that, the phenomenal work that you have already done and already doing, girl, I question their motives.
That is get on the train and catch
Yeah,
up or
like
stay where you at. Get off.
Yeah, like I'm trying to, even with you working more, like you trying to further your family financially, and that takes some sacrifice.
Mhm.
You can't kiki it up every time somebody wants you to kiki it up with them and still like grow financially sometimes. Like I'm back in school and sometimes I want to go do some stuff and I can't because I gotta write a paper, I gotta do some homework. That's the investment that I'm making in me and in my
Mhm.
family to make sure that my kids don't want for nothing 20 years from now. And
Right.
so if people can't see that, then it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are we on the same train?
Right.
Are we going the same direction? And then too, like my question, like my husband, he worked all the time. He all in these sports. He had basketball games, football games, track meets and stuff. And I don't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's what he loves to do. And if I want to see him, then I'm gonna go to a track meet, or I'm gonna go to a basketball game, or I'm gonna go to a football game. I'm gonna bring him some lunch. I'm gonna bring him, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna slide up in there. So for the people who love you the most, when you need something, are they helping you? Are they sliding up in there when you need a lunch? Are they helping you with dinner? Are they cleaning stuff when you need stuff clean? You know what I'm saying? Like you are doing the work that you need to do to make sure that your family got a strong foundation, and they better not be complaining. If they not helping,
Amen.
they better not be complaining if they not helping.
Right. Be over here preaching.
It takes some sacrifice.
It does.
It does.
But
It
it's not
does.
True.
constant though. And I think that's what we all need to remember, understand. Yes, your attention has to go somewhere else to make sure your foundation is good. But then you can bounce back in and out of however you need to. Not
Yeah.
even just that. How old are your kids?
Whoop whoop.
All of them are grown except one.
They adults. So they don't require that much of your time. So you
Oh
need
no.
to you get what I'm saying though? Like when you have little kids, they require a lot of your time. So therefore you do have to split between your career and family a little more. But as they get older and they don't need you in their presence so much, that extra time really should be for your balance. If you find the extra
So,
time, you balance yourself.
or you schedule in time with your mate
Right, right,
and then stick with
Exactly.
it.
right.
Exactly. So really, that is the balance that I'm speaking of.
So
The balance for
do y'all spend
me.
time together?
Hold on. The balance for me and the balance for my mate, there isn't any. And I'm saying that that is what I need more of. There is no balance for me. I work almost 7 to 7, and I need to cut that back. Definitely.
Do they
I'm
pay you
not
with
spending
amounts?
any time with I'm not spending as much time as I should, I know, with my husband. And I'm not spending, there is no social life over here. Like, that is a problem, and I need to take care of that. I spend
How do
more
you
time with.
what are your plans to do that? Do you have any
So in the
plans?
I do. So I really had to think about how to do that. The space and the so that I can really focus on my time management. So I would set my clock back to get up at 5, so that at 5, really, I would prefer that to be my meditation time, so that I can clear my mind and get my space together for my day. Um, I want to be able to work out before I get my complete day started. And I can do that with my husband. So we want to get up and work out. I got to get a few more pounds off. So I want to be able to do that and then start my day. And then really my that 5 o'clock time be my 5 o'clock time to disconnect from work, get off. Because I can. I can get off at 5 o'clock and still be a good, supervisor and boss bitch to everybody else.
Mhm.
Did you keep in the house
She
and
did.
maintain that? And come downstairs, make dinner, socialize, talk about my day. You know what I'm saying? And do that. If I want to go work out again, then I can. And then, get some good rest. Um, and before that, do whatever else I need to do in the evening, and then get up and start my day again. And that's my Monday through Friday routine. On the weekend, make that restful, or spend time with friends, or do whatever else that I need to do, and not work.
Hmm.
But do whatever else that I need to do. Come visit you all. Go visit whoever else I need to visit, or do whatever else that I need to do, on that weekend time, unless I'm on call, which we rotate that about once a month. And then that's what I have to do. But when I'm not on call, then, be free and not work those extra hours. That's what I'm talking about. Just structuring my time. I'm not saying that, not that even in that structure that there's a complaint. It's just that I'm not adhering to what I know I need to do for my life. I have always been, work is my solace. It cradles me, um, even when I'm challenged. And that's not always healthy. So I'm saying I just need to create healthy boundaries as far as work is concerned, because I do have a family. I have y'all too. I don't see you all enough, and I want to
Yeah,
see
but
you
I don't
more.
understand. And I think that's why I'm going so hard. Is
My nose is
because,
red.
Girl,
like,
your nose been red.
yeah,
I know it's the.
I think that's why I'm going so hard is because I value that trait in you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
because I see you and I love you, and I've known from even like in the buckle days that Shameen goes hard. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I don't think that that took away from you being a part of our family. Like, it didn't take away from you. Like, we acknowledge that that's part of your coping mechanisms, and it's nothing extra selfish about us that want to take that coping mechanism away from you, because the hard to be 110% honest, the harder you work, the more financially you get rewarded. And that means a lot to you. And I don't see a problem with it. Now, I do see a problem with you, if you're not putting in time to make sure that you have time for yourself,
Hmm.
meditation, and, ordering things right. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with you being a hard worker for
Right.
yourself and for your family, because everybody, especially, your family benefits from you being a hard worker.
Yeah,
Amen.
very true.
Very well
Talking
said.
about you need to work less. Bullshit. Like, I'm not, what? That
Shoot,
don't make sense
especially
to
not
me.
now.
No. Right now, everybody needs to be working hard, stacking their coins, putting stuff to the side, and making sure that you got enough, more than enough to survive. And
Mhm.
if they can't see that that's a benefit of you, like that's something very good, that you have an asset of your personality. Like, wait. What do you see is good? You shouldn't work and make money so that y'all can just sit there and
Mhm.
struggle? Who? No, Shameen. Mm-mm. Anyway, you think the bottomless mimosas for that right there.
Yeah, that baby, she on one tonight.
Because that made me mad. Like Shameen, like, yes, we all have space to grow. We all have things that we could do better. But in this economy, working less ain't one of them.
Right,
That's true.
Like, what do you
Very
mean?
true.
right.
Yes, you got to find time for balance. Yes, you got time for find time for yourself. But doing without some money, that ain't one of them.
It really is not right now. It really isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Jerice, how you doing, baby girl?
Oh, well, I'm actually, you know what? I was kind of glad that we took a break because I feel like I lost my mojo for a little bit there. Um, so I did finish my first semester at MTSU, but I found out some stuff about credit hours and financial aid and all of that. So I'm taking this semester off and I'm focusing full time on tax season and, just being able to focus on bookkeeping and tax season without worried about school or, anything like that. My baby, we AFSC. We're gearing up for that, which I'm really excited about just getting out there more, doing more stuff. But really, when I brought up the whole mojo thing, was I wrote this guided motivational parent journal through that. It really helped just to write it out. So I thought that was really good. So I'm trying to get that prepped up for sale and all that good stuff. The kids are good. They're just growing up on me. Carson is formulating sounds better and he's learned the cuss word down.
Mhm.
So he says damn now.
Let's go, Car.
But hey, he's talking, and I mean, as
Good
long as he's
job.
talking, we good.
Mm-hmm.
Logan is doing really good. She's just sprouting up and maturing, and she's got this whole girly thing going. And little Lauren, my little genius, is still just growing. Everybody's good. Sid is good. I've noticed this maturity in her. Um, I think she's finally starting to understand who she is and what she wants to do in
Mm-hmm.
life. And I'm very proud of her, just coming along. She's like, look, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And I love for you to be direct and, just say what it is so we can move in that direction. So she still has not gotten her license yet, though. That's the only thing I need her to do. And then I'll be really proud because then I don't have to be the cab anymore. But, um, everybody is good. I would say, oh, so I mentioned earlier about seeing my neurologist. So I finally got a so
Uh
Big
oh.
Lauren is in here. He's just
I
in
was just about
here.
to say that's
I
probably
that
Lauren.
must be Lord.
Um I finally got a diagnosis as to why I've been having these migraines. And I'm not happy that I'm going through it, but I'm happy to have a resolution so that I can focus on how to fix it. Um, I think really right now I'm focusing on balancing two, but more on the perspective of myself and with growing we AFSC, with growing the tax specialist business. I just want to focus on making sure our foundations are good. Um, Marriage wise, we're good. Like we're in a really good space and we've been like that for a while. I think teamwork is just amazing right now. Even the other day I was like, I really don't feel like cooking dinner and I sat in here for as long as I could, but I heard him tinkering in the kitchen, so I went out there. He was like, well, you said you were tired, so I figured I'd go on
That
and
was so
cook.
nice to him.
That is what I'm talking about. So high five Lauren while he's sitting over there. But everything is good. I energy wise, I feel like this is just a time for growth now that we've gone through our transition. So I'm just really focused on all the positive stuff. I'm not worried about any of this bad stuff that's going on because I know we all gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Yes.
focused on keeping my faith, moving forward, continuing to grow, and just be the best that I could be. So we good over here.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been on here. Oh my gosh, we've been on here for a long time. I can't see.
It's been a good
Well, this is the
hour.
It's been
season
about an
two.
hour.
Look,
I was trying to look at the little
this is the
timer
season
thing.
two opener, so it's gonna
I
be a
Yeah.
little
love
bit
y'all.
longer
I
than
love y'all
usual.
too. I love when Dia be Dia 2.0 and she just be going off about everything.
It's the drinks,
I feel like about 10 minutes straight there. But
right?
hey,
I'm like,
it was very much needed. I think that we all have to be able to uplift each other and point those things out and support each other
hmm
because we do really get down on ourselves sometimes and we're like, we're not doing enough or we're not balanced or anything like that. But to have somebody in our corner, whether it's our sister, friend, or whoever, to be like, hey, none of that, because that's not what this is. That's not what you do. And I'm going to give you some receipts to show you. You know what I'm saying? I think that
I'ma
that is
always be y'all's
necessary.
biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah, that is very
Rah rah
necessary.
bitches. Rah rah.
So it's saying that we are back, y'all. So on we do our recordings on Sundays, but y'all can see our videos on our YouTube channel on the BU Room. Remember, we no longer have the website anymore, but y'all can catch up on Instagram and on Facebook. But thank y'all for watching. We will see y'all next week.